I've made some tea.
Oh, thank you. I wasn't expecting tea in bed.
Old habits.
You can come in. You're not going to catch anything by coming near to me.
I see you're even sharing your bed with her now.
David, they're letters, that's all. You mean 1,000,000 times more to me than she ever did.
Do you really mean that?
Of course I do.
I'll take them and put them in the bin then, shall I?
I can't let you do that.
If it happened so long in the past, so long ago, and if it all really meant so little, then I'll take them and I'll put them in the bin.
No, they're part of my life.
Until last week, I thought I was your life.
Morning. Hope I didn't wake you up.
No, I had to get up anyway. I've got a few calls to make about the damage to the restaurant site last night.
You could do without that kind of hassle.
Well, it won't happen again. Me and Max have got it well boxed up.
Like a coffee?
Please, yeah?
Shall I call one for Corinne as well?
I wouldn't bother, she's long gone.
Oh?
She wanted to go and drop her stuff off at home before she went into work.
But you'll be keeping in touch, I presume?
Well, I wouldn't think so. It was only the one night.
I'm sorry if it was awkward for you, my being in the flat while Corinne was here.
Oh, you're all right. I said you were me mum.
You didn't?
No, I'm only joking. I told her you were my sister.
She seemed very young.
25's not that young.
I would have thought you were closer to my age than to Corinne's.
Why? How old are you?
Not old enough to be your mother. Do you treat all your women friends as casually as Corinne?
Do you know what's weird? That could have been my mother talking there.
Oh, I got that for you.
All right.
Bit belated, I'm afraid, but I didn't want to hand it you at the barbecue in front of your friend.
Says thank you on the front.
It's for helping me out.
That's no problem. Hey, I tell you what, the food at the barbecue the other day was brilliant.
Thanks, I enjoy cooking.
Do you? Well, you can do some cooking here if you like.
I might enjoy cooking, but I'm not going to be your housemaid.
All right. Well, it was a good cider, wasn't it? Right, I better get going.
I was just wondering, with you bringing friends back, whether we should set ourselves a few ground rules, you know. If you want me to stay in my room or something to give you more privacy.
Well, let's just take it as it comes, eh? And if you need me to duck out one evening, well, it's no problem.
Can't see that being likely.
Why not?
Well, I'm only here temporarily.
Don't you like it here?
It's fine, honestly.
Well, there you go. If you're staying, you might as well relax. And if that means bringing someone back sometime, well, I don't mind. As long as you don't make too much noise.
I can assure you that while I'm here, I won't be having any guests.
Look, I know it's a bit soon after your husband and all that, but you can't lock yourself away forever.
Oh, what do you expect me to do? Put a Lonely Hearts ad in the local paper?
Well, you could do worse. I mean, you're still quite fit, aren't you? For your age. Ta-da.
Thank you very much.
Right, you stay there with your juice while I get on with me, Mrs. Moppy.
Oh, hiya.
Won't be long before he's big enough to help you.
Yeah.
I was hoping to find you here.
All right. Anything in particular?
What's about old Michael?
I haven't seen him recently.
He's bogged down with his exams, his finals.
How's he getting on?
Well, to be honest, he's finding it difficult to concentrate.
I know the feeling. I stayed out the window for most of my exams, so I didn't get any.
No, but I think with old Michael, there's something playing on his mind.
Like what?
Little Josh.
What are you talking about?
It's not me. Michael's saying it. He's convinced Josh is his child.
And he said that, has he?
I've heard him, and he's very upset about it.
Ron is Josh's dad.
I can understand how you felt. Oh, Michael was a student, no money or anything. If I'd been in your position, I would have gone for Ron. I mean, he was your only way of any security for you and the baby.
Getting desperate, aren't you? I mean, I thought you'd agreed to leave all this.
I just want to clear the air and stop the doubts and worries. It's not fair on Michael. Let's get the blood test done once and for all. For everyone's sake.
I've got a baby I love, And I've got a fella who lives for me, and for his son. You won't take them away from me. I'm telling you, you won't.
See you.
Hey, there's a jobs advert here. Sounds like your place.
Oh, right. That was quick.
Yeah, drivers and forklift operators.
See, I told you we were creating new jobs as well as having to lose some.
Yeah, only temporary contracts, though.
Well, that's getting more and more common these days.
It doesn't mean it's a good thing just because everybody's doing it.
Well, at least they're jobs. Listen, I'm going to have to go. I'm late already. Bye.
Yeah, see you later.
Bye.
All right.
Sorry, mate, we're not open yet.
Sorry to disturb you. My dad said to call in. Eddie Banksy is from the close.
Oh, right, Eddie. Oh, so you must be Carl then?
Yeah?
Oh, pleased to meet you, mate.
Yeah. He said he'd ask you to listen out for any jobs that might be going.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, I haven't heard anything.
All right, well, never mind. I'll just keep looking.
Hang on, though. Who's seen this in the local paper?
Anything in there?
Yeah, there's a few things. Depends what you're looking for. Yeah, you take it. I'll finish with it.
So, I'll have a scan through. Nice one, thanks.
Good luck.
All right, how's it going?
Oh, pretty good, thanks. You?
Not bad. I don't know why you waste your money on those things.
With this? I like to keep up with the news.
Well, they're not really interested in selling people news, are they? They're more interested in selling newspapers. That's why they stuff them full of rape, sex, murder, child abuse. They're not really interested in the way those things affect people's lives.
Actually, I'd buy them for the sports pages.
Well, that's full of drugs and corruption these days, so where's all the good news?
All right. You all right? All right, how are you today?
Well, to be honest with you, I didn't get much sleep last night.
Oh, aye. Neither did I. Me and Colin, up all night.
Look, I need to talk to you.
Yeah, well, go ahead.
No, I can't here. I need to talk to you about your gun.
Hey, Max, keep it down, will you? We're in public here. Late today.
I kept dreaming about it last night.
Aye, aye. Not getting kinky, are you?
Look, we need to talk.
Yeah, all right. Well, we will. Just cool it, eh?
Seriously, yes?
Yeah. Listen, I was thinking of taking you shopping later. We can talk then, can't we?
Shopping?
Yeah. Well, I need to get a few things, and we can go and have a look at a few suits for you.
Well, what's wrong with this?
Well, it'll be all right when it comes back in fashion.
Right, well, if I go shopping with you, then we can talk, yes?
Yeah, I promise. Defo. Cross me heart, hope to die. See you later, Max.
Is it for a special occasion?
No, they're for my mum.
Oh, well, let's have a look.
I can't really afford much. Is Mr. Crosby still mad about me babysitting for Patricia?
Oh, no, I shouldn't think so. He's just a bit set in his old-fashioned ways, that's all.
So, how did your meeting go?
Well, we discussed the options and the workforce was against job cuts. So then we discussed your proposal of everyone taking a pay cut to save jobs.
And how was that received?
Bad news from your point of view.
Well, not my personal point of view. I'm only representing management.
Well, the people I'm representing, the management's workforce, thought that suggestion came pretty close to blackmail. So, unless there's a new offer put on the table, you've managed to provoke them into seriously considering industrial action.
They know that could lead to an even larger number of job losses?
They do.
And even possible total closure of the plant.
They were seriously unimpressed with the management's offer.
So, are there any alternatives being suggested?
That's up to you, not us. I've managed to calm them down, but they'll need their faith restoring in management after this.
Of course, I haven't got the power to make you any specific offers. I'll have to consult first. I'll get back to you as soon as I'm able. See if we can find a compromise.
Well, that's better, isn't it?
The trousers are a bit long, aren't they?
Well, don't worry, I know them in here. They'll soon sort that out.
Are you sure about this? Honestly?
Max. You see, what I'm seeing here is not the old Max, the boring building surveyor. I'm seeing more of the Jonathan Ross image.
Really?
No, really. I'll pay them up.
Well, I was hoping to get it on expenses. I haven't even looked at the price tag yet.
Well, I've sorted out some discount with me mate, haven't I?
Oh, great. £475?
Yeah, well, it'll work out about $420 once you take the dizzy off. Now, come on, get the trousers off so we can turn them up.
I suppose I get a bigger discount for getting it with shorter legs.
Come on, get changed.
Look, about this gun business. I am a family man, you know.
Max, cool it, will you? Shopping's supposed to be a pleasurable experience. Now, just shut up and enjoy it.
a seat. Would you like a coffee?
Thank you. Any news?
I've managed to talk management round some of the way. Milk?
Thank you.
I think it's worth considering.
Go ahead, shoot then.
OK. Going back to our baseline offer, we took the top number of potential job losses as 30.
Or every one of us had to take a wages cut to pay for whoever got kept. My members were seriously against both those proposals. The word blackmail kept cropping up again.
I've managed to persuade management to lower the number of proposed job cuts.
But not by the full 30.
Some jobs have to go, period. Be realistic.
We know the company's got problems, but I don't think threatening mass job cuts is the right way to solve them, and my members certainly don't.
Have they suggested how many losses they would accept?
It's not up to them to come up with a number. You're the people with budgets to balance, unless you're just picking a figure out of the air.
I can get the number of job cuts to 25, 5 jobs saved.
I might be able to talk them round if we save 12.
Way over the top.
Oh, come on now. It's not just the costs on wages we're looking at here. We're talking about the long-term goodwill of the workforce, something this company has always enjoyed.
I appreciate that, and we're grateful for it. But we're also looking at the long-term survival of the company.
I'm being straight here. All the talk at our meeting was about an all-out strike, and none of us want that, do we? It's bad for the company's image, and it gets the shareholders on your back, doesn't it? None of us want all-round bad public relations now, do we?
If 5 jobs saved is too low, what would you suggest?
I'm not promising, but I might be able to swing 18 going and 12 staying.
Not possible.
10 would be harder to swing.
8, and you've got a deal.
And you can definitely deliver 8.
I think I can make management see your point of view, though it'll be a struggle.
And you appreciate I can't give you a binding agreement. I'll have to put it back to a meeting first.
Right. Let's go to it, then.
You've been gone a long time.
I've been out.
David, you smell like a brewery. You're not drunk, are you?
No. No, of course I'm not drunk. I'm having a chat with a few other chaps at all.
You are drunk.
Well, if I am, I've got every cause to be, haven't I? I saw you this morning with your friends, the Jordache girl, giving her flowers.
Ridiculous. Beth was buying flowers for her mother.
I suppose you were showing her all your letters as well from your other friend, Jane. Having a good laugh at my expense.
I was doing my job as a florist, selling flowers.
I suppose all this is out now. You'd be getting in touch with your friend Jane, won't you? See how she's doing. See if she's got a new friend.
I can't believe you're being this paranoid. I haven't seen her for over 40 years. Where are you going?
To do something I should have done 40 years ago. I've even got a picture of her on my bedside table. Where are the matches?
What for?
I'm going to burn the damn woman.
No, you are not going to burn anything of mine. Anything.
I thought I was your first love, that's all. That's why I'm like this. I thought I was your one and only.
Can I come in?
Yeah, of course you can.
I got these for you.
What? What are these for?
I don't know. Just 'cause you're my mum and... Well, you know.
Oh, thanks, love.
Look as if you're having a private think.
I was just thinking back to when I was a little girl. My mum used to brush my hair 100 times every night.
You used to do that to me. I used to love it. You should think about having a different hairdo.
Oh, don't know. I've sort of got used to it the way it is.
Well, why not have a makeover?
Well, everything costs so much these days.
Yeah, well, you never treat yourself. You got to start thinking about yourself at some stage.
Well, I will one day.
Sinbad's mum got a flight tickets through for Australia.
Won't be long before we say goodbye to Sinbad. We'll miss him, won't we?
If he actually goes. Were you really thinking about your mum when I came in?
I was. Why?
I don't know. I just thought you might have been thinking about Sinbad.
Well, I wasn't.
Well, you should be. Mum, you've really got to do something about him, you know.
Like what?
Well, tell him how much you want to be with him for a start. And don't tell me you haven't got any feelings for him, because it's obvious, Mum.
He'll have the chance of a lifetime over there. I can't stand in his way.
Not even if he wants you to?
Look, after this last year and your dad and everything Sinbad's done for us, I've got to let him go. If ever that comes out, I can't have Sinbad dragged down with me.
Well, don't you think you should at least talk to him and let him decide with you?
Well, I wish I could, but I don't want to be pushing him to stay. Anyway, I think he wants to go. Anyone would. What's he got to stay here for?
Mum, if you don't talk to him, he's going to be 10,000 miles away chatting up the first lady that comes along.
I have thought about it, honestly. And I really think, for his own sake, he's better off away from me.
You've been quiet?
I just still can't believe you've got a gun in your safe.
I told you not to worry about that side of things. You never have to get involved in any of that. It's just better that you know the realities before we start.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, whether it's a good idea me starting in the first place.
You've already started.
No, I mean, I don't think it's me, really, now. I'm not sure that restaurants are going to be my scene. And of course, with a baby on the way, it just seems it's the wrong time to go into something new like this. Patricia was right.
Well, it'd be a shame to lose you, but it's up to you. You want to pull out, you pull out.
No, I can do that, can I?
Well, you could, yeah. As long as you've got someone lined up to take over. You're in for 30 grand, remember?
I don't suppose you'd consider buying me out?
Well, I couldn't afford it. I've got all my money tied up in property at the moment, haven't I? Anyway, look, I better get off. I need to have a word with Terry.
Right, well, seems like I'm trapped then.
Well, it looks like, yeah. Unless you can find someone to buy you out. Or you're prepared to lose the 30 grand.
Look, we're not going to get involved in anything violent, are we?
Of course not. It's like I've told you before. It's just a tool of the trade. It's protection. For you, for me. Stop worrying.
I got a job. From out the paper, driving and a bit of labouring.
Ah, well done, lad. Made up for you. So when do you start?
Next week. I was dead lucky. They just had one lad cry off with a bust arm or something.
See what getting out of bed does? Being in the right place at the right time gets results, doesn't it? So what's the pay like?
They're still fixing the rate because it's a bit of a rush contract coming in, they said.
Is it full-time?
Yeah, with some overtime as well, they reckon. It's only 4 weeks to start with, but they said there's bound to be more work after that.
Well, 4 weeks isn't long, is it? What's the job?
Sounds a doddle, just driving and transporting machinery and stuff. Hey, they were made up a bit in the army. They've got a few ex-service lads already.
Ah, well done, lad. Let's hope some good comes out of it for you and Sarah, eh? Maybe a job will go halfway to settling you two down with each other again.
Yeah, right. So have you ended up with anything to celebrate?
Well, I never got what I wanted, but I came close.
All right, babe, good day.
Not one of the most enjoyable. More negotiations with Eddie Banks.
Can't have been that bad. You're still in one piece.
Oh, I survived.
Ah, but did Eddie?
Oh, he came out of the day all right.
Managed to save all the jobs?
No, not all of them. We negotiated to save 8.
It's not many, is it?
Well, it's 8 more than would have been saved if I hadn't spent half the day persuading management to change their minds.
Yeah, but it's still loads of jobs going. It's going to make whole families suffer.
Well, that's not my fault. I'm employed to do a job. It doesn't mean I enjoy putting people out of work. I've just got to get the best deal I can for the company. I'm going to go and have a bath. Look, I'm sorry if I've been a bit tense this week. It's been a bit, well, you know.
I know. But if it's tense week... Listen. I don't envy what you have to do, you know. Can't be a very nice feeling.
No, it's not.
Hey, hope you haven't cost me a good customer.
No. Eddie will be fine, honestly. He did well for his members.
Brings back memories, this place. I think my mum and dad would get a shock. Seeing it all boarded up. Don't think my mum would approve.
Even if it is all clean and tidy.
Expect to see it wrecked, did you?
Well, I suppose it did, yeah. I mean, you got enough people dossing here, haven't you?
It wouldn't make much sense, would it? If you don't show your home respect. And this is a holy place to us now.
No, it isn't, Terry. It's a detached house with windows boarded up. Anyway, where is everyone?
Out working or spreading the word.
All right. Do you remember? My old fella used to sit there. Come home every night, armful of union papers, straight on the phone, going on about some strike or other.
Do you miss your mum and dad?
I get by.
Haven't seen my old fella for ages.
Well, that's because you don't go down the Bookies or the Swan anymore, do you? Anyway, I thought God was your old fella now.
Have you just come round here to slag me off, have you?
I'm not slagging you. I just want to let you know how people out there in the real world are seeing you. I mean, they reckon you're getting like them nutters in the States.
What do you say to people about me?
I'll just laugh it off. Tell them it's a phase you're going through, a hobby.
I'm not going through a phase. I've got a new kind of life now, a good one.
Terry, why don't you just pack all this in, eh? Come home with me.
You should know by now, God wants us to live here and we'll only leave when the time is right.
Well, Terry, tell your mates, tell them that God might be the main man up in heaven, but down here, it's me. And I want them out, preferably without any trouble. Look, when are you going to dump these wackos here and get back in the real world?
I'm fine as I am.
Look, I don't mind getting heavy with your mates, but I'm telling you now for your own sake, don't be around when the evicting starts, because I can't guarantee that it won't get unpleasant.
Barry, just tell me one thing. After all the bad stuff that's happened in my life, have you ever seen me so happy? Well, have you?
Only after 15 pints of lager.
If you tell me what's so wacko about being happy, then I'll walk out that door with you now.
Oh, what are all these for?
The roofs to pack for Australia. Simba just dropped them off, said you wouldn't mind.
Are they all Ruth's?
No, some of them are Sinbad's. Said he's got to start packing sooner or later, even though he hasn't got much.
Oh, that's it then. It's definitely going.
Well, only if you let him.
And many apologies for the transmission problems in the second part of Brookside tonight. We hope it didn't spoil your enjoyment. The Journals of Beth Jordache is available as a Channel 4 book, and it costs £4.99.
Probably Joey for me.
What's he coming round for?
His car's laid up. I'll give him a lift into wet.
Hiya, Joey, love, come in.
Hiya.
All right, was he?
All right.
So, how's moving house gone, then?
Not bad, you know. Can't find anything we want, though.
Oh, I know that feeling. And you keep finding things you never knew you had.
We're slowly getting things out of boxes.
Another 10 years, you might have emptied them all, eh?
I hope so. Anyway, at least we're in. That part starts now. Paying the mortgage. I've been talking to Kath about my name being on this list to be made redundant.
I know, Eddie's told me, isn't it terrible? You've only just bought your house.
She wanted me to ask whether you thought the redundancies would all go through.
It's hard to say, mate. You know what the management's like.
Well, you've got a union meeting today, haven't you? You'll all be voting to save for jobs, won't you?
Can't bank on it. They might vote to accept the redundancies. That'd leave me and Kat moving straight back out the new house.
Let's just wait and see if we get any good news in time for the meeting, eh?
Do you think there's a chance?
There could be. There might be ways round it.
Like getting a whole lot of us out on strike.
We could all be out of work if we vote to go on strike.
Hey, now, come on, you two. Can't we keep the politics till the meeting? We're all supposed to be mates here, aren't we?
Sorry, Rosie, love. It's gonna be one of those days, that's all. So you ready for the off then, Ed?
Be with you now.
So, how's the kids then? Do they like the new house?
You love it, yeah? Let's just hope we're not thrown out onto the street before we finish unpacking.
Good, eh? Designer label. What do you think?
Well, the suit or the price?
The suit?
Didn't really cost £425.
Well, yeah, I mean, after certain tailoring adjustments, I got a very big discount, you know. Knocked it down from nearly £500.
We can't afford that for a suit.
Well, it's not just a suit, though, is it? It's a new image. I'm moving around in a very different world from when I was surveying.
That's still no justification for spending that amount of money.
Well, this wasn't the most expensive suit I tried on, you know. Not by a long way. Anyway, tell me, do you think it's me?
Well, I only know you, the surveyor. I don't really know you, the supermodel.
Well, Barry says it's the right sort of thing to be seen wearing.
And did Barry say it looks terrible on you?
It just looks different, you know. That you get used to it. Hello, come in. Not interrupting anything, am I?
Only Max's fashion parade.
Hey, you look smart.
Oh, thanks. Couldn't give Max a few tips, could you, Dad?
Well, Ray Piper's got a bit of a do on at the Legion and want to get him to put this D-Day poster on display and keep the old spirit alive and all that.
So come on, tell me, what do you think about the suit?
Oh, well, yes, it's very, very mod.
So, did you want anything in particular, Dad?
Well, yeah, I'm having a devil of a job with these blasted cufflinks. I never can seem to manage them on my own.
No, I'm going to put another shirt on with this suit, something a bit lighter, all right? Don't worry, it'll grow on you.
Well, it looks like it's taken root. Mum usually helped with this sort of thing.
Well, she does usually, but she wasn't available.
Oh, she out?
Yes, she's, well, she's, you know...
She all right?
Oh, yeah, she's fine, just out. She's probably shopping or something.
You two have fallen out again, haven't you?
No.
Yes, you have. You've fallen out over Beth babysitting last week. That's it, isn't it, Dad?
Look, I'd better be off. New wallpaper looks nice. Yeah, very smart.
Look, and call back later for a chat if you fancy. Max is due to be out all day.
Yes, well, I'll just see how the day pans out, shall I? OK, well, cheery pip.
You haven't said that to me since I was about 5.
Yes, well, that's the problem with old age, isn't it? Your past starts creeping up on you.
I've spent a lot of time with the personnel manager this week. And to be fair to her, right, she's been very helpful.
Aye, Ed. Got something going with it, have you?
And I'm pleased to say we've managed to get an improved offer.
Say hello to the dog here, lads.
It's not as good as some of us would like it to be, but it's better than it was.
Just tell us what it is, Eddie.
I've managed to negotiate the proposed number of job losses down by nearly 30%.
Cut the maths lesson. How many did he want to dump?
The new management offer is to only lose 22 jobs.
Who's going to be the lucky 8, Eddie?
That means we've negotiated to save 8 jobs, and to be honest, I think that's the best we'll get.
The best we'd get is no jobs lost.
Come on now, this is an important day for us. We've got a lot to get through.
Why don't we get the management down here now so we can tell them what to do with their offer? 22 of us have got no choice. They're going to be out of work.
Oh, there is a choice. If we want to save the threatened jobs, we vote ourselves an across-the-board pay cut.
Or one other option. We go for a walkout now, supported by every one of us.
I think everyone in this room knows what it means to go for an all-out strike these days. There's no guarantee we come out of it with anything better than what we've already got, or even less.
Well, what are we going to do then? Lie down and die?
Right then. This is going to have to go to a vote, OK?
Aye, Max, bit of a change of image, isn't it? I forgot my sunglasses and all.
Yes, just a touch. Do you like it?
You look like one of the minty footballers. You going to get your hair permed as well?
Hey, it's smart, that.
You're not trying to tell me you know something about fashion?
I mean, he's not exactly clothes show material, is he?
Hey, I wear what I like and what I can afford.
I'll see you at the restaurant side.
Yeah, right.
Hey, Baz, can I have a word before you get off?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I know it's a bit last minute and that, but I might have to hand in me notes so she knows caretaker and that.
Why, what's up?
Well, I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I've had an offer to go to Australia with me mum. I thought I might as well give it a go and get off, eh?
On holiday or to live?
Well, to live if the visa stuff comes through. Settle down with me mum and start a new life.
Serious, aren't you?
I've been buying suitcases and everything. But it's a load of hassle and all the paperwork and that.
So what's made you have this sudden desire to change your name to Bruce?
Well, you know, there's a few things in my personal life I haven't been working out too well, and with finding my mum again after all these years just feels like the right thing to do. Anyway, I'll probably be getting off in the next week or so I just thought I'd let you know.
Well, if you do, I hope it all works out for you. Hey, we'll have to have a leave and do something for you, though.
Yeah, could do. What's that, bad news, is it?
Business. Just another smack and a go. Anyway, if you're definitely going to Bondi Beach, let me know, eh? Because I'll have to sort out a replacement for you. I'll see you soon.
I will do. Thanks, Baz. Hiya.
Hi.
Hi. Just on my way to the shop.
Right. How are you?
Okay. Didn't you want to speak to Sinbad, Mum?
Oh, yeah, it was just about, the loan in that Mr. Maguire.
What's up? Has he been round?
No, I just wanted to make sure that when you'd gone off to Australia, you wouldn't still be worried about us.
Yeah, well, that has been worrying me a lot, you know.
Well, you mustn't let it, because we can manage fine on our own, OK? Right, come on, let's Sinbad get on with this work.
Was that all you wanted to say?
Yeah, more or less. Except if you want any help with your packing, don't be afraid to ask.
Those for accepting the revised proposal of 22 job cuts...
You should be voting to strike here, not voting people out of work.
That's right, let's do it. Best of order now, please. Those for accepting the revised figure of 22 job cuts, as opposed to across-the-board pay cuts, raise your hands, please.
Come on, lads, come on.
I think we can accept that in the majority vote there. So I'll take that back to the management. I'd like to thank you all for coming and for the conduct of the meeting. And just one last thing. We've got the blood donor service here Monday. So if you haven't got your name down already to give blood, make sure you see Teresa Baker on the way out.
You're joking, aren't you? We've had every last drop squeezed out of us by this place already.
Oh, I'll catch you up later. I forgot envelopes. OK, love.
All right, again?
I was hoping I'd catch you.
And anything special?
No, not really. I just can't get used to the idea of you going away.
Yeah, well, it hasn't sunk in with me yet. You miss me, then?
Not as much as Mum will.
Well, you'll survive. At least you've got, well, your mate Chris to keep you company, haven't you?
Yeah, when I see her.
Going through a bad patch?
No, not really. She's just pushing me to concentrate on my exams rather than my social life at the moment.
It's good advice, that.
Yeah. I'd be able to concentrate a lot better if I wasn't so wound up about Mum. She's going to be left behind when you go away.
Yeah, well, the ball's not in my court on that one, is it?
You know when we saw you before? Well, she told me that she was coming to find you.
What for?
To talk to you.
Well, she did. She mentioned the loan thing. I forgot to tell her the Citizens Advice Bureau said we'll have to get a solicitor onto her.
She wasn't meant to talk to you about that. She was meant to talk to you about going off to Australia.
Hey, listen, I've got a lot to do. Travel arrangements, you know. I better get on here.
You don't want to go, do you?
I don't know what I'd stay here for, really. I know your mum wants me to go. If she doesn't want me to stay, I'd be better off going. At least I'll be with me mum.
Mum doesn't want you to go.
Well, she said she does.
Well, she's just being stupid. She's so screwed up about everything she's got you involved in. She thinks she's doing you a favour by letting you go.
Are you sure?
You know what she's like about not wanting to get involved with anyone? Will you please just talk to her? Please.
Do you want to read some good news? The brewery have dumped us.
Can they just do that?
You just have done. It's written there on paper.
Yeah, we're supposed to be fitting out a whole new bar for us.
Yeah, and a cellar. First this place gets turned over, then the brewery drop us. Somebody doesn't want us opening up this restaurant.
Well, maybe it's just coincidence.
Or maybe we're just fated not to get it off the ground. Maybe we should do what you said. Cut our losses, get out now.
Well, we can't do that. I know, at least I couldn't. I stand to lose too much money.
So what are we going to do then?
Find out who's doing it.
Then what?
Make sure they stop doing it.
How?
Well, by one means or another. Maybe go to the police.
Well, that's what I keep the gun in the safe for, isn't it? You see, these people don't respond to official methods. So, if we find out someone's trying to stop us from opening up, I'll have to deal with them. By one means or another. Okay?
All right, mate.
Kat said you phoned. She said you wanted me to come round.
I wanted to wait.
What did you think of the meeting?
I thought people showed a lot of respect for the decision they had to take.
I still can't believe it. We joined the union to protect our jobs. And there we were, the union, voting to cut jobs. Isn't that just like totally the wrong thing we should be doing?
It depends what choices we had.
We lost 22 people's jobs there today. And nobody bled for them.
So what can you do? Threaten to break people's legs if they don't vote to strike? They buckle under because they're scared of losing whatever little bit of security it is they've already got. They take the chance, like today, and hope it's someone else who gets the chop and not them. Solidarity's down the pan, mate.
You could have been a hero today, Eddie. Kat's desperate now. She's convinced we're going to lose the house.
Well, I want you to come round because I've got some news for you. Your job's one of the 8 that's been saved. Your name's been scrubbed off the list.
Are you sure?
I've seen it, yeah.
Do any of the others know yet?
Not yet. I'm only telling you because you're a mate.
Oh. So I'm one of the lucky ones, eh?
So it seems.
So are we popping the old champagne corks when I go home?
At least you won't have to lose the house.
I don't think we'll feel like celebrating. Not while there's 22 mates still being dumped on the door. Listen, I'll get off and tell Kat, eh? Thanks for letting me know so soon, mate. I'm sorry I'm not sounding grateful. It's just that, well, you know the score.
Yeah, I know.
So, how are things?
Oh, you know, you think you've got all your problems sorted out, then another one lands on your head. Do you want any soup?
No, thanks. Anything a flatmate could help you out with?
Well, it's just the usual hassle of opening a restaurant, I suppose.
Problems with vandals again?
Nope.
Problems with builders?
Nope.
You can talk to me in words of more than one syllable. I will keep up.
Well, we had a great deal with the brewery, and now we haven't.
Oh, right.
We had the bar fit and stock, everything coming from them, and now they pulled out.
Any idea why?
No, all I know is that it's costing me time and money, and that's always serious, mind you. I shouldn't let it get me down. You can't expect everything to go smoothly, can you?
Which brewery is it?
Why?
Nothing. Just showing an interest. Hiya.
All right.
How'd it go?
Ah, well, you know, we won, but we lost. Where's Carl and Sarah?
They're out getting Rebecca a new pair of shoes. I'll lend him the money until he gets his first wage back in. What do you mean? You won, but you lost?
Well, you know. Would have been a dream to save all 30 jobs. But in the end, we saved 8, so although we saved some, we lost more.
So, Joey's still being made redundant?
No, Joey's safe, you're all right.
Oh, wow. It's a bit of luck.
There's no luck in it. Got management to take Joey's name off the list and put another lad's on instead.
Oh, dear. Does he know?
Nobody knows except us two. I shouldn't have done it, should I? Should have just left it to the luck of the draw.
No, it's done now. Not weird torturing yourself. Do you want a cuddle?
I'm going to change my shirt. This one's stinking of sour sweat.
Oh, I'll live.
Mum in?
No.
I just thought you might fancy a quiet chat.
Yes. I suppose you should know, really. It's your mother.
Well, why? What's the matter?
I honestly can't see any alternative at the moment. We're going to have to cancel our wedding anniversary celebrations.
You can't do that. You've got people coming from all over the country.
Well, I'm afraid they'll just have to be told.
Dad? What's wrong?
Patsy, I just don't know how to say it.
Just say it, Dad. You're scaring me.
Well, your mother told me something about herself, and since then I've discovered her with some letters from a lover.
Oh, Dad, you almost gave me heart failure there. I thought I thought you meant she was ill.
No. She's fine. It's this lover.
Dad, are you sure? I can't see Mum with another man.
I'm not talking about a man, Patricia.
Beth said you wanted to see me.
Oh, yes.
She said you don't really want me to go to Australia.
Started reading my mind now, has she?
Well, I don't have to go, you know. Just because my mum's going, it's not compulsory.
Well, I think you do well out there. You have a new life, new family, new friends.
Well, I've got a life here. I've friends who are more like my real family.
Yeah, but what about all the places you could go? It's a fantastic opportunity.
Well, I've got places here. Barry's Club, the petrol station, Anfield when I want to laugh. The only thing that'd make me go is if I knew there was definitely nothing down for me here with you.
And the more I learn about myself, the harder it gets to explain how I feel. I'm just so scared of loving anyone again after Trevor, and I don't see any way I'd ever be able to be physical with a man again.
Yeah, but that's not everything in a friendship, though, is it?
You deserve better than me.
Oh, don't say that.
All I'm saying is that if I say I have feelings for you, I don't know whether I'd ever be able to have a proper relationship with you. So that's why I think you should go away, so you can start a new life. Have children, maybe. And not have to grow old hating me because I couldn't love you properly.
Will you see me off at the airport, then?
Yeah. And I'm sorry if I'm breaking your heart, because I know how painful that is.
Right, I'll get off then and finish packing.
Yeah.
God! Sorry, didn't mean to make you jump. Nice suit. New?
Yes.
Looks expensive. Must have plenty of spare cash to throw around.
Didn't expect you to be around here again.
Expect or hope. I see you've got big plans for this place.
I haven't got any money for you now.
I heard you'd suffered a bit of vandalism.
Wonder how you heard that.
Oh, word gets about. You could have a nice little setup here.
Yes. If we ever get it finished.
Oh, you've got to get it finished. Got to live your dream.
There will come a time, though, that costs will have spiralled too high, won't be worth carrying on, and we'll just have to pull out.
Oh, you can't pull out. This place could be a gold mine. Have faith. Vandalism's a terrible thing. Only adds to your costs when you can least do without it. Be tragic if it happened again.
My partner's very keen to find out who did this.
I'm not surprised. Would you like me to have a word with him about our insurance policies?
No. I'm just saying that he's very keen to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Oh, it won't happen again. Not if you come up with the right premium.
Which would be how much?
Well, I have a special rate for restaurants. Helps keep things simple. 2,000 down and 100 a week once you start trading.
That's ridiculous.
Yes, I know. 7,000 a year. I don't know how we can do it so cheap. Any normal security firm would charge at least 12 grand.
And where do you expect me to get £2,000?
Well, you're a businessman. You'll think of something. And if you can't, maybe your partner can.
I prefer you to keep my partner out of this, if you don't mind.
That's fine by me. Save me having to explain our policies all over again. Thing is, though, I'm going to need payment soon if we're going to keep him out of things.
How long have I got?
Couple of days, then I'll be back. Oh, and don't worry. 2 grand will keep me sweet. See ya.
What's up?
I don't want you to go. I've just been so stupid. I don't want you to go.
Well, I don't want to go. I'm only going because you don't want me to stay.
But I do want you to stay. Please, I don't want to lose you. I don't want you to leave me. Will you stay?
Of course I'll stay.
Oh.
Of course I will.
Yes, I realise that. Look, Mr. Maguire, I don't think you understand. It's very difficult getting hold of that amount of cash in such a short... I need more time. Yes, very well. I look forward to your visit.
So this is where you're hiding?
Hiding? What, has someone been looking for me?
No, why? Are you expecting a visitor?
No. No, I was just wondering.
I see.
Right, I better get going. Got to see Barry.
It's 8 o'clock in the morning.
I know, something's cropped up. I can't afford to miss him.
But we need to talk.
What about?
About the fact that my father's just told me that my mother's... that she had an affair with another woman.
Oh, yes, that.
Oh, that? Is that all you can say?
Look, Patricia, I'm sorry. It's not me you should be talking to, it's your mother. You're going to have to confront her about this. It's the only way you'll find out whether your dad's telling the truth. I'm sorry.
Morning.
You all right? Are you all right?
Yes. Would you like a coffee?
No. I'll stick to one of these.
Late night.
Occupational hazard. Thought it was your day off today.
It is.
Well, what's with the glad rags then?
Sorry?
You know, you're a bit overdressed for a day in front of the telly, aren't you?
I'm going out. Well, that is, I will be if I can get the use of the car for a day. And, well, I was wondering, if you're not going to be using yours, I'm insured to drive any.
Well, I suppose so. I mean, I'm only stuck in the office all day at the club, aren't I? Yeah.
Great, thanks.
So, what do you need the use of a car for, then?
I'm going to see an old friend.
But I thought you didn't have any old friends round here. I mean, that's why you're stopping here, isn't it?
Well, yes. Well, let's just say an old acquaintance, then. I've got some business to sort out.
You're not in any trouble, are you? I mean, it's nothing to do with what happened the other week, is it?
No, don't worry. I'll drive straight there and back.
I just thought, you know.
I'm fine, thanks. See you later. Bye.
Bye.
Morning, Max.
Morning, Billy. Is Barry... Oh, thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Barry, I wasn't interrupting anything, was I, you know...
You what?
No, of course not.
So what's with the dawn chorus then?
Yeah, just a couple of small bills need paying.
So you called round at this time to tell me that?
I know, they are urgent, in fact. You know, overdue.
Look, Max, bills become overdue in this business after 6 months.
Yeah, well, I can understand you're not happy to pay, but this one in particular is rather pressing. In fact, the whole project depends on it being settled in full.
All right, look at this.
What's up?
I think Postman Pat's dyslexic.
You are?
We've got all number 7's mail, the Farnhams.
Hey, let's have a look. There might be some juice in that one.
Hey, don't be daft, lad. You can get locked up for doing things like that, interfering with Her Majesty's mail. And anyway, they'll probably have ours. I'll take them round on my way to work. Keep that posh one's hands off my motorcycle news.
I'll do it if you want. We'll start and work till 12.
All right. But no funny business, eh?
Yeah, sure, Dan.
Go on, Rico.
Ta.
So this new shower still haven't said where you're working, then?
No, they just said to meet over at the depot at 12. Well, they reckon it'll be local, like.
Oh, well, at least it's a start, eh, lad? It's work.
Yeah, it'll do for now.
Hey, you know me and your mum are made up that you're getting yourself sorted. Especially the way you've been making the go of it with Sarah.
We'll see how it goes, then.
I reckon this job is just what you and her need. Bit of stability. You get your head down, lad, and get into your work, and your marriage will soon sort itself out. You'll have your own little place in no time.
So you're not too upset that I'm not coming with you, then?
Of course not.
Even after you and me Uncle Jake making all those arrangements.
Nothing a phone call won't sort out.
I still want to meet all my Aussie cousins and that, you know. I don't want to lose touch with you. It's just...
I know. Leaving Mandy here would break your heart.
Now you know how I feel about her. And I know how she feels about me.
So you'll forgive me my ham-fisted attempt at playing Cupid?
Hey, if it wasn't for you, me and Mandy would still be carrying on the way we were when we're 90.
Well, I suppose you could say I owed you one.
You don't owe me anything. You never have. Neither of us could have helped what happened when I was a baby. And that's all forgotten about now. Well, we've got loads to look forward to, haven't we? You out in Australia, me and Mandy here. Could always come over for holidays, couldn't we?
With this loan you're paying off?
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Well, you know you'll both be very welcome out there. And Jake's dying to meet you.
It's not too far to go for a honeymoon, is it?
£2 grand? Who do these architects think they're dealing with?
I can assure you they are legitimate costs.
Right, well, we'll soon see about that.
What's he doing?
We'll sort these Robin gets out.
No, you can't do that. No, I've already spoken to them. These people are friends of mine.
Some friends they are, Max, trying to rip you off for £2 grand.
Nobody's being ripped off. In fact, I even managed to get us some discount.
They wanted more.
I know it sounds a little excessive, but these people are professionals. They don't come cheap. They were willing to knock £500 off the bill if we paid cash.
Cash? Oh, these architects must be real professionals, Max.
Like I said, they're friends of mine. They were willing to do a deal for cash. I mean, isn't that how you operate?
All right, Max. I've got the money in the safe. But this doesn't happen again, right? And you better start thinking hard about how we can save ourselves £2 grand.
Right, I'll get straight onto it.
Yeah, you do that. And do us both a favour. Choose your friends more carefully in future, all right?
Hello there.
Hey, I'm just dropping these off. The post came to us by mistake.
Oh, right. I think we got your motorbike magazine.
Sorry, it's my dad's.
Oh, come in.
Thanks. Nice wallpaper.
Oh, yeah. Do you like it?
Yeah, it's sound.
My choice. It's quite unique, isn't it?
That's exactly what my mum and dad said.
Sorry?
They've just put up exactly the same paper.
Oh, really? Oh, what a coincidence.
Yeah, except they've got it in the box room.
Think she'll like them?
She'll be thrilled.
Well, I hope so.
There you are.
Oh, that's you. Right, how much do I owe you?
£5, please.
Oh, I bet you rushed off your feet, aren't you?
Sorry?
Well, you were having a big do on Wednesday.
Oh, Max and Patricia are taking care of all the arrangements.
Oh, nice one. It's Jean's wedding anniversary on Wednesday, Mum. Ed and David have been married for 40 years.
Congratulations. Thank you.
So, is there going to be many people there on Wednesday?
Just family and friends.
Oh, no neighbours?
We're trying to keep the numbers down.
Ah, well, 40 years of wedded bliss, eh? I bet there's not many people can say that, you know. Ah, it's brilliant.
You and your husband must be very happy.
We have our ups and downs like everyone else.
Hi.
All right, Pat. Just saying to my mum how lucky your mum and dad are staying together all these years.
Yes, it's quite an achievement.
Hey, but if you and Maxie are together half that time, you'll be laughing, won't you?
Shall we go and put those flowers in water?
You are?
You don't want them to wilt.
Oh, right. Right, well, have a good time at the party on Wednesday. Should be a good do, eh?
You can say that again.
Right, well, we'll get off then.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
You've been talking to your father, haven't you? He's told you?
Yeah.
Ah, Penny, what a pleasant surprise. How lovely to see you.
Hello, Michael.
Well, can I get you anything? Tea, coffee? We do a very good cask bitter.
I'm fine, thanks.
Thanks, Karen, that'll be all. So, how long has it been then?
Ooh, almost a year. The shooting holiday in Scotland, remember?
Oh, yes, Scotland. Was it that long ago?
I'm afraid so.
A lot of water has passed under the bridge since then, eh? I was awfully sorry to hear about Clive. It was absolutely dreadful business, terrible. All those awful lies in the papers.
They weren't lies. Everything you read was true.
Oh, really? Oh, I'm sorry, I had no idea.
Me neither.
Oh, of course. So, Penny, what can I do for you?
A favour. I'm afraid your brewery has left a friend of mine rather high and dry.
Ah, yes, well, this isn't really my department. Looks like our northern office has had to do a spot of streamlining. Awfully sorry about that. Anyway, Penny, it's great to see you, and we really must get together sometime. Why don't you get in touch with Mary? She'd be thrilled to hear from you.
You and Mary have been rather difficult to get hold of since Clive died. You seem to be unavailable every time I called.
Really? Well, you know what it's like, Penny. I'm running this place and Mary with her charities. And we've been spending a lot of time up at the lodge in Scotland. Remember the times you had there, eh?
Ah, yes. Scotland. You asking me to go away with you on a business trip to Italy because, what was it? Oh, yes, that classic line. My wife doesn't understand me. Does she know you're still seeing that young woman you had the affair with? Maybe if I was to phone Mary now, as you suggest.
You wouldn't.
Try me.
So it's true, then? Depends what your father's told you.
He said that you were friendly with another woman. Thought Dad must be making it all up. Don't know what to say.
How about I understand the way you did when you found out about Margaret's friendship with Beth?
Margaret's not my mother. She's a young girl, for goodness sake.
Just the same as I was when this happened. Except, of course, nothing did happen.
I just had no idea. My own mother.
Oh, for crying out loud, Patricia. We're talking about some harmless letters from over 40 years ago. Before your father and I married, before we'd even met. It's all water under the bridge.
Well, not as far as Dad's concerned. He's very upset.
I don't care how upset he is. He should not have involved you in this. It's between him and me.
He needed to talk to someone. He's at the end of his tether.
He is making a mountain out of a molehill and behaving like a child.
Oh, God, what a mess. Well, what are we going to do about the party?
Oh, I shouldn't imagine he's going to enjoy it very much if he continues to be so pig-headed.
He says he's not going to go. He wants us to cancel the whole thing.
17, 1750, 18, 1850, 19, 1950, £2 grand. Spot on. Don't mind you.
No, please go ahead.
Keep it all together in the one place, eh? Now, that wasn't too painful, was it?
I suppose not.
How come you don't want to involve your partner?
He gets a little overexcited, you know. Works out.
Well, you'll be able to relax from now on, because you're now covered against any future accidents or breakages. I'll bet you feel much better.
Much.
Another satisfied customer, eh? Welcome aboard, Mr. Farn.
Hope you don't mind me waiting, but my mum let me in.
No, of course not. Where is she?
She's gone to the solicitors. She's put the house up for sale. She's leaving it all in his hands.
All right.
And then she's going to the travel agents.
What's she doing there?
She's cancelling my ticket to Australia.
So you're definitely not going with her?
Nah, well, couldn't stand all those Aussie soaps and kangaroo burgers. Anyway, I've got a lot to sort out over here, haven't I?
Well, I'm glad.
Yeah, me too. Well, your hair looks nice.
Oh, thanks. You don't think it's too short?
No, it's cracker. It suits you.
Thanks. I thought I'd make the effort.
Yeah. We should knock them dead at Crosby's do on Wednesday anyway.
Oh, we've been invited?
Well, not exactly.
Oh, Sinbad.
Oh, it should be all right. You won't mind us popping in for an hour or two. Anyway, I am the caretaker of the shops, and that includes the club.
Oh, well, I suppose so. I better put this lot away.
Well, I'll give you the hand play.
Oh, those flowers are lovely.
They're for you.
Oh, Sinbad. I'll find a vase for you.
That's fine.
And you will make sure that's done today, right? Thank you. All sorted out.
And the extra bar fittings.
And the extra bar fittings.
It's amazing what you can get done when you know the right people.
Yes, well, you can't help an old friend.
Glad to see the old boy network still thriving. Clive would have been proud of me.
No doubt about that.
Well, I'll let you get on. I know what a busy man you are.
Penny, I take it you won't be saying anything about, about Scotland or anything else to Mary.
Who, me? Of course not. I wouldn't dream of it. I'll see myself out.
Patricia, what are you doing?
Hi, Max.
That's my wallpaper. You've ruined it. I've only just finished it.
Sorry, you'll have to do it all again.
But why?
The banks.
What?
Our unique designer wallpaper. Not good enough for their living room. Oh, no. They've got it in the box room.
Well, that's all right. Nobody will know.
I'll know, Max. I can't sit here for a minute longer looking at this wallpaper.
It took me ages to do that, and you should not be doing that anyway. Not in your condition.
Right, well, I'll leave it to you.
Oh, thanks.
So, how was the meeting?
Sorry?
Well, the meeting with Barry, the one you were so excited about this morning.
Oh, right, yes. They're fine. Problem solved.
Good. So, am I allowed to talk to you now?
Yes, of course you are.
Good. Because we're going to have to cancel Mum and Dad's party.
Hello, Eddie.
Miss Dwyer. See, it didn't take long for the vultures to move in.
They're just doing their job.
They're doing the jobs of the 22 men who were given the marching orders last week.
I'd prefer to describe it as agreed redundancies.
Describe it how you want, but the old thing still stinks. These fellas are asset strippers. They fill the boots here for a couple of weeks and then they're off putting some other poor bugger out of a job.
Look, I didn't come here to argue with you, Eddie.
So what do you want?
To say that I'm glad common sense prevailed.
You what?
Over the last week, I'm glad we were able to work together. I appreciate what you did at your meeting.
Now, hang on.
No hard feelings, eh?
You can get that idea right out of your head, because I don't work for you or any of the other stuffed shirts in that boardroom. I work down here for the ordinary person on the shop floor, so don't you come down here offering me your hand, OK?
I was only being friendly.
All right, Dad. Carl. What are you doing here?
What a coincidence, eh? This is my new job.
There. How's that?
Oh, very nice. Well, alone at last, eh?
House is never empty, is it?
No, I suppose not. Listen, I'm really made up you stopped me from going, you know.
Well, I'm glad you decided to stay.
And the girls are not going to be back for a while?
No.
Oh, I don't believe this. Who's this?
Sorry.
Mrs. Jordash.
Oh, hello.
What the hell are you playing at?
Sorry, friend.
Hey, Sinbad.
Look, you're sneaking on the backs of people's houses. There's a front door there with a doorbell, you know.
Hey, my mistake. But most of my customers don't want their business spread all around the houses, so we try to keep it confidential. All part of the service, like.
Well, in future, I'd prefer it if you use the front door.
No problem, Mrs. Jordash.
Right, just a second, I'll get you money.
Thanks. You've had your hair done, haven't you?
Yeah.
It suits you.
Yeah, right, you've got your money now, out.
OK, friend, I'm going. Be seeing you around, eh, love?
Gee, get. Isn't robbing us blind enough? You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm all right.
I'm not having you working with that shout of bloodsuckers. Do you hear me?
You what? You're the one who's been going on at me to get off me backside? Any sort of work's better than no work, that's what you said.
Yeah, all right, but I draw the line at this. Do you know what you're doing here, son? You're grave robbing. You're robbing the graves of the 22 men who were thrown out of this place without so much as a thank you.
I'm earning a few bob, Dad, because I'm skint. And because as you keep reminding me, I've got a wife and kid to look after.
Don't do this, eh, lad? You know what everyone in this place would be calling you? A scab. A bloody scab.
Yeah, well, you know what they say, Dad. Sticks and stones.
Sounds as if industrial relations on the shop floor are a tiny bit strained.
Why all the fuss? I mean, it was such a long time ago.
But it still comes as a shock. I mean, imagine how Dad feels. What if she's still, well, you know...
Oh, come along, Patricia. I mean, your mum's been married to your dad for 40 years. I don't think there's any suggestion that Jean's some sort of...
Max.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yes, I do. And that's why it's so hard to come to terms with my own mother and another woman. Sorry, Max, we can't possibly go through with the party, not with all this hanging over us.
No, we can't. We can't cancel. I mean, it's the day after tomorrow. People are coming from all over.
Well, it's not going to be much of a party, is it? Not if Mum and Dad aren't speaking to each other. Anyway, I'm not sure I want to go now.
Yeah, but everything's been paid for.
Oh, right, it's the money that's worrying you.
I am worried about your parents. I mean, your parents have been married for yonks.
They can't just throw it all away over some silly love letters your mother wrote when she was a girl. The party goes ahead, and it's up to us to make sure that your mum and dad are there, preferably talking to each other. I'll get it.
Mr. Farnham.
What do you want?
Well, I was in the neighbourhood on business, so I thought I'd just drop by.
Who is it, Max?
It's all right, Patricia. It's for me.
The missus, eh?
Yes. So, you were saying?
Oh, yeah. Some news on your insurance premium.
Yes?
My mistake, Mr. Farnham, but I forgot to tell you. We're going to need 3 months' payment in advance.
In advance? I mean, that's over £1,000. I've already given you 2,000.
Company policy, I'm afraid.
But what? How am I supposed to get hold of that sort of cash?
Search me, friend. But until you pay up, I'm afraid all your cover is withdrawn.
Poor David Crosby prepares to tackle his anniversary party in Brookside.
Who was it?
Who's the postman? Special delivery. It's the brewery. The deal's back on.
Can you manage, Thomas?
Yeah, I'm sound.
Who's that, Chris? Didn't know she was coming round. She'll have only invites her here when she knows I'm not going to be in.
Come on, you don't want to miss your flight. Hiya.
Hi. Hi, Chris. Hi. Off on your holidays? No, Manchester Airport. Sinbad's mum's going to Australia. Oh, right.
Right, well, we better get off then.
Yeah, better get going. See you later, maybe. Fine.
See ya.
Bye. 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 Thank you.
Okay.
I wondered where this had got to.
It was in your briefcase. I helped myself.
And then you drove all the way down to the Midlands to see this chairman fella.
Well, Clive was always going on about the old boy network, people scratching each other's backs, so I thought I'd see if there's any truth in it.
Well, I'm impressed. Maybe I've gone into this restaurant business with the wrong partner. I mean, you'd make a great team.
I've been thinking about that. Maybe it's time I moved on.
Well, how about if I moved on? Then you could have the flat all to yourself.
Well, where would you go?
Brookside Close. I'm kicking the squatters out next week. Contracts are being exchanged, so there's nothing to stop me from moving back in. And that'll stop the tongues wagging.
Oh, hi. Sorry, I'm not interrupting anything again, am I?
Never mind, Max. What are you after?
All it was, I was just making sure everything was all right for tonight. You know, the anniversary party.
Well, everything's all right this end. The club's all yours. But hey, Max, don't want any trouble, no drinks, drugs or anything like that, all right?
Of course not, no. In fact, you're very welcome to come along, with Penny, if you like.
Oh, it's not my scene, Max.
Right. All right, I'll see you later.
Max, before you go, aren't you forgetting something?
Am I?
You haven't told me how your meeting went with your architect friends.
Oh, right. Yes, very amicable.
And they're happy with the payments, are they?
Yes, very happy.
And they won't be wanting any more, will they?
No, definitely not.
And everything's all right down at the site? No breakages, damage and anything?
No, fine. Everything's fine.
Glad to hear it. Hey, and Max, no more surprises, eh?
And here he is, the man himself. Congratulations, mate.
Sorry?
40 glorious years, eh?
Oh, yes, quite.
Tell you what, Bing, you've done really well there, mate. I mean, it's rare for couples to stick it out these days. And I should know. Bet you can't wait for tonight, eh? Should be some do that.
Congratulations, Mr. Crosby.
Oh.
All the best.
Thank you very much, Beverly. But, look, about tonight, I just think there is something that you ought to know.
Yeah, well, go on, Bing. What is it?
Well,
look at him. Look at him. He's all over. Come on. It isn't Jean's big day. You're just a softie, really, aren't you,
No,
Bing?
but really, Ron,
I mean, go and getting all upset and that. But listen, mate, don't you worry. We're all going to be there for you and Jean, aren't we, love? Wouldn't miss it for the world.
Oh, you really love your Jean, don't you?
Oh, David, there you are. Not now, Max, please. Right, thanks. I'll see you later. No, I'll see.
Is he all right?
Just upset, you know, about tonight.
Well, why? What did he say? Nothing. Doesn't need to, does he, eh? Well, he's just looking forward to it all so much. He's caught up in the emotion of it all, poor bloke. Right. Thank you. I'm just going to... I'll catch him up.
That's sweet, that, isn't it? Still being in love after all these years.
Yeah. It's sweet. We've got it all to come.
Oh, that's nice, love. Anyway, I better get off. I'll see you later, eh?
Yeah, ta-ra, love.
Oh, thanks. Hi.
Hey, Dee. You just missed our Mike. He was in before. I think he's had a bit of a loose end.
Really?
Yeah, well, with his exams being over and that. I don't know what it is to be young without a care in the world, eh?
Not quite without a care in the world, Ron.
What do you mean?
Have you two talked about this yet?
DNA tests. Blood tests. Don't waste your time, do you, Dee?
I simply want to know who Josh's father is. You can show that to Bev as well.
Hey, now, hold on.
You talk to Bev about getting the tests done, because if you don't, I will.
Have you packed your boomerang? It's getting to be a bit of a habit, this, isn't it? No splitting up until God knows when.
At least this time we both know where the other one is. And we're going to write to each other.
Yeah, I know. Writing isn't the same as being with someone, is it? I mean, these past few months having you around the house, it's been great. It's been like, well, you know, like having a proper mum.
A mother to a son whom I couldn't be more proud of. But it still wouldn't be right me staying here with you and Mandy. I'd just be in the way.
Oh, we could have worked something out.
This is what we've worked out. It's the best thing for both of us.
Being on different sides of the world from each other.
Your place is here with Mandy. You two have got your whole lives before you. And I'll be starting a new life as well out in Australia with Jake and the rest of the family.
You will keep in touch, won't you, Mum?
Yes. I promise. Here. I want you to have this.
What is it?
Some pictures of the family. Your family.
Uncle Jake and all them. Who's the bouncing baby, then?
That's Thomas Sweeney. It's you, son.
Me? You kept a photo of me all these years. But I thought...
I know I gave you away. But I never forgot you. There wasn't a day went by when I didn't think about you. You're my son, Thomas. And you always will be. No matter how far apart we are. I'm so proud of how you've turned out. Any mother would be.
I'm gonna miss you, Mum.
So, you're not going then? How can I, Max? I'm ashamed to show my face in public.
Well, nobody'll know.
I'll know. I know that my whole marriage has been a total lie. I know that my wife has been hiding the fact that she's some sort of lesbian for the last 40 years.
Steady on.
I can't even buy a packet of mints without being feted with congratulations and good wishes from every quarter. Can you imagine what it'll be like this evening? I can't pretend it'll be a cakewalk. It'll be a damn sight worse if you don't turn up.
How do you mean exactly?
Oh, come on, David. Not turning up to your own anniversary party. How long before the tongues start wagging? Before the rumours start? Before the fingers are pointed, eh? Now, I know that you and Jean have had a few problems in the past. But you don't want it spread all round Merseyside. And besides, if you don't turn up, you'll be letting a lot of people down. Family and friends. Now, you just think about that. There's a lot of people counting on you.
This is my room.
Oh, it's nice. Are you all right?
Yeah, I just feel a bit funny.
Why? What's wrong?
It's just us being here like this. It'll be the first time I've ever been with someone in Mum's house.
Oh, I see.
I always thought it'd be with a boyfriend. You know, somebody Mum would know dead well and like.
Oh, so your mum doesn't like me?
No, of course she likes you. It just feels funny being here like this when Mum doesn't even know that we're going out together.
Well, you know the solution to that problem. Tell her.
I don't know if it's the right time, though.
It's as right a time as it'll ever be. Remember, half your neighbours know about us. How long before one of them tells your mum? Believe me, Beth, it's far better than news coming from you than from a stranger.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Well, you look after yourself now, eh?
And you take care of that son of mine.
Yeah, I'll try my best.
Right soon, eh, Mum? Let us know how you're going on.
I will. Bye, son. And thanks. Thanks for everything.
I'm gonna miss you, Mum.
Bye, Ruth.
I'm glad you decided to come to the party. Not for you, not for me, but for everyone else. Oh, for goodness sake, David, don't you think you've taken this Trappist monk routine of yours far enough? You're going to have to talk to me at the party tonight, aren't you?
Oh, yes. We'll talk all right and we'll laugh and joke and pretend to be the perfect couple. But the whole thing will be a hollow sham. Just like the last 40 years of our lives.
Our marriage has been anything but a sham. It's been extremely happy and I've taken a great deal of pride in it.
Well, let me make it perfectly clear why I've decided to go to this party. It's to save my daughter and my son-in-law from any embarrassment, and it's to save our relatives and friends from making wasted journeys. But it certainly isn't to celebrate our marriage.
See, Chris is still here.
Yeah, we must be out that today.
Yeah, well, they're not in here. Must be upstairs in Beth's room.
Yeah, well, best leave to me. Probably working hard.
Well, just see if they're there.
That's nice.
Beth!
God, it's my mum.
Beth, are you upstairs?
What are we going to do? I don't know.
Beth, are you in there?
Yeah. Mum, me and Chris are just getting ready to go out. We'll be down in a minute.
OK, I'll just put the kettle on.
Girls, eh?
With the greatest respect, John, Mike wasn't even invited. But he's not here as a guest. He's here in a professional capacity. And I've given you a dead good rate. 10 quid is nothing.
I don't think it's what David and Jean would want.
Get away with you. They won't want to forget a night like this in a hurry. And what better way to remember than with a video? Maxie, everybody's having it done these days. And our Mike was an experienced professional. He's had a film shown in Edinburgh, you know, at the festival.
Oh, very well, but no upsetting the guests.
Nice one, Maxie.
Excuse me, please.
Dad did say he was coming, didn't he?
Not exactly. But he didn't say he wasn't coming.
I told you we should have called it off. Look at all these people.
Early days, Patricia. Early days.
What's wrong with you? Ants in your pants or something?
It's Dee Dee. Feel as if her eyes are burning a hole in the back of my head.
Why? What's up with her?
Well, she's been on me back again. Laura's having these blood tests.
God, she's like a dog with a bone.
I know, but she won't give up until she knows who Josh's real father is.
Well, we know who Josh's real father is, don't we? You?
Are you certain about that?
Of course I'm bloody well certain.
So am I. I'm just checking, that's all. Well, look, let's do it then, eh, Bev? Let's take these tests and get Dee Dee off our backs for good.
Please, please, no publicity. No photographs.
God, that's all I need. Didn't think he'd been invited.
Hello?
Hello. How much longer do you think we should give them?
I suppose I could give them a ring.
Oh, it's a bit late for that. I told you this was a bad idea.
Did it, everyone?
Thank God for that.
Now the real fun starts.
Come on, Mr. and Mrs. Crosby, nice big smiles.
Jean, you look wonderful. Congratulations, both of you.
Thank you, Dee Dee. Dad?
Thank you, Dee.
Oh, you're not going all gooey-eyed on us, are you, Mr. Crosby?
There you go, love. Congratulations.
Oh.
Congratulations, baby.
Thank you, Ron. They're lovely.
Flowers here on our region. We're getting cheap from the missus. Congratulations. Well, what can I say? The pair of you look a knockout.
Come on, baby.
So far, so good. Fingers crossed.
No, you've just missed her. OK. All right, I'll tell her. I'll see you soon. Bye. That was Rachel. She's staying at her friend's. I better go and tell Mum.
What now? I thought we were going to my place.
Well, it'll only take 10 minutes and she'll want to know. I was thinking, if I can get her to one side, I might tell her about me and you.
She's at a party. You could choose a better time.
I thought I might as well take advantage of a good mood. And you're right. I've got to tell her before she finds out for herself. I couldn't stand another close shave like this afternoon's.
Me neither.
So I've made a decision. I'm going to tell her that I'm gay. In fact, I'm going to tell her now.
Oh, thank you.
All right, Sinbad.
All right, Mike.
All right, Pop, how's it going? Hey, listen, I need a word with you.
Far away?
Yeah, we'll switch that thing off, will you? This is private.
All right, what is it?
Your mother's been on to me again. Now, we've got to sort out this business about our Josh boys. Look, I'm willing to take a blood test, but it's useless without you and Bev agree as well.
What, me?
Like somebody else can be his father.
Well, my mum reckons it's a good idea.
Yeah, well, it's your mother who's convinced it is your kid.
But what if Josh is mine?
And we'll have to cross that bridge when we come to it then, won't we?
Yeah, well, if that's what my mum wants, I'll do it.
I'm glad to see you decided to leave your camera home tonight.
Sorry?
A little photographic session, remember?
Oh, that. How could I forget?
Hello, you two.
Have you met Harry, Jean's brother?
Hello, Harry.
Oh, yeah?
He's off his head. He's doing a slideshow all about the Crosby's marriage.
I've offered to give a bit of a commentary, you know, put a bit of a professional edge on it. Well, I am the compere, a real pro, and David and Jean are such good friends of mine.
You've known him about 5 minutes.
Oh, hey, Ronaldo, is that a bit of green cheese I can smell, is it?
Actually, it smells like something different to me. Like a steaming pile of bulls left behind.
Enjoying your party, David?
Like a hole in the head.
Dad.
I feel like a complete fraud.
Oh, come on, you've been doing very well so far. Don't spoil it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now come to the highlight of the evening. So if you'd like to grab your seat before we open the buffet and grab your tissues as we take an emotional trip down memory lane. I give you
David and Jean Crosby, a match made in heaven. Let's hear it for David and Jean. Come on down. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Come on, Dad, please.
Come on. There we are. Lovely. Front stalls for the lovebirds, eh? Best seats in the house. I bet you're wishing in the back row, eh? So, here they are. The match made in heaven. Lights, please. And Harry, roll those slides. And all our yesterdays. Ooh, look at that.
Oh, very dashing, Bing. Tell you what, mate, you could pass for David Niven there.
Ooh, they don't build them like that anymore, do they?
What are you talking about now, cars or the men?
Thank you, Ronaldo. I'll do the gags. So where was that one taken, David?
Scarborough, 50...
56, Llandudno.
Oh, yes. Yes, of course, you're right.
Agree on everything, these two. Gene says it, he agrees it. So who's this sexy lady?
No, that was Scarborough.
Yes,
Yeah, I bet it wasn't all, eh?
Do you fancy going through to see the office?
Tell you what, Jean, love, you're having AIDS the day. You're as gorgeous now as you
Okay,
ever were.
I'm the caretaker.
Pity about the old fella, though,
More
eh?
private, we could have a chat, you know.
Oh, yeah, if it's okay.
You're a lucky man,
Of course,
Bing.
it's okay.
Thank you, Ronaldo. Ooh, what about this one? Two real beauties. Knock 'em dead.
Hey, no, that isn't Scarborough, is it?
Sorry, what was that, David?
Max, it's her. It's Mum's friend. Do something.
Come on,
What do you
Ray,
expect?
get on with
Afternoon.
it.
Come on, David, spit it out. Oh, I think I feel a speech going on, ladies and gentlemen. Yes? Speech, 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 speech.
David, he's rested. He's come over all emotion.
Speech, speech.
Leave it to me, Maxie.
You're not going to let these people down, are you, David?
Put the lights up as well, will you, please? OK, everybody, OK. We'll leave the speeches till later, shall we, eh? I think it's time for a bit of music.
We haven't finished with the slides yet.
Yeah, well, commercial break. I think there's one or two people out there itching to dance. Thank you, Raymondo. Thank you. Yes, thank you very much. Right, well, I think, OK. Yes, well, it's time for the anniversary waltz. So, everybody, welcome onto the floor. David and Jean. It doesn't look as though Bing's feeling too hot tonight, folks, but never mind, the party goes on, so everybody, come on, grab your partners, on the floor, come on.
Well, how did it go? It didn't. I couldn't find Mum anywhere.
Well, you just have to tell your good news another time.
Yeah.
God,
I'd really like to tell him where to go.
oh, don't worry about him. Just an old bigot.
Yeah, you're right. Not worth bothering about, is he? To go back to yours.
Okay.
So what do you think, then?
That's very impressive.
All mod cons. We've seen these. The security screens, they're dead good.
What are they for?
They're for catching people doing things they shouldn't be doing. Good, eh?
Right, I see. So, has the boss gone for the night, then?
Reckon so. Nobody else has got a key. So it's just the two of us.
Right. Hang on a minute. Is that...
What is it?
Is that our bet for Chris? Oh, it can't be. They're kissing each other.
right, Max?
Good morning. Do you mind?
Oh, don't worry about it. Just pretend it's not there. Hey, listen, I'll be editing the stuff from the do later. I'll let you see a rough cut.
Look, will you please go and be a fly on someone else's wall? Now, look, will you mind?
You rattled this cage? I don't know. Stuck up get. I wanted to film them.
You're not still poking that thing into other people's lives, are you?
Yeah, well, now my exams are over. I just want to finish my video diary. Did you fancy being in it?
No time, mate. I'm happy watching videos, not starring in it.
You're as bad as him and me dad. So what you doing tonight?
Not a lot.
Do you fancy going round the loose? Friday night, like, should be buzzing.
Is that all right there?
Yeah, it's sound. Me and me mate used to promote gigs there. Should be able to blag us in for free.
Carl, you ready to go?
Yeah, hang on. You better count me out, mate. I've got my hands full here.
It's a lot to ask her now.
You can say that again.
Yeah, but I have thought it all through. Look, love, we've got to get this cleared up. It's the best thing for everybody. And it is the only way that we'll really get Dee Dee off our backs.
I told you, I don't care about Dee Dee.
But she's given me down the banks, love. Please, here, look, I've done it all for you. Made the appointments and everything. All you've got to do is go down with Josh this afternoon.
I've told you, Ron, I don't want to go.
Look, love, it'll be all right, honestly. You only take a tiny little bit of blood. Honestly, this little fella here won't feel a thing.
What's the point?
Bev, you know Dee Dee, don't you? She won't give us a minute's peace until all this is sorted out. Look, me and our Mike have got to go down to the clinic this morning for our blood tests. So, it's up to you.
Don't know.
Bev, if I thought for a second there was any doubt about me being the father of that little cracker there, I wouldn't dream of putting us through this. But we both know I'm Josh's dad, don't we? So, let's just get it cleared up. Please.
All right, all right. Anything for a quiet life.
Thanks, love. You know it makes sense.
Oh, there. Just put the kettle on, eh?
Yeah, nice one, Jax. Oh, all right, Maxie.
Packet of aspirins, please, Ron.
Right. Josh needs changing. It won't be a minute.
Yeah, all right, love. Hey, that was some do last night, wasn't it, eh? How's Bing feeling this morning?
I'm sorry?
Bing, he was a bit emotional last night, wasn't he?
Well, oh, yeah. Well, they'd all got a bit too much fun.
Yeah. 69, please, Maxie.
Thank you.
So, is this restaurant business of yours? Keeping you out of mischief, is it?
Mischief?
Yeah. Is it keeping you busy?
Yes, yeah, very busy.
So Granty's keeping an eye on you, is he?
What do you mean?
Maxwell, is there anybody in there this morning? Take 2 of them every 4 hours, mate. Now watch me lips. Is Granty looking after you all right?
I'm quite capable of looking after myself, thank you very much.
Yeah, of course you are, Maxie. Hope the egg gets better.
Thank you.
Look, in the name of God! He's a bit on edge, isn't he?
Too much ale last night, I think. Listen, I've had a word with Bev, and everything's sorted. She's taking Josh down to clinic this afternoon.
Right. So it's action stations.
Looks like it. So, you ready?
Yeah, I just want to get it out the way.
Well, you're not taking that with you, are you?
Yeah, of course I am. I might be finding out about the biggest change in my life. So if I do turn out to be the dad, I want it all on tape.
I just can't understand it. I mean, kissing a girl, but she's been out with boys.
Well, maybe we were mistaken. Maybe they were just messing around.
I'm not completely stupid, you know. I know what I saw.
Look, I know that. I'm just saying don't go jumping to conclusions.
She's been lying to me, hasn't she? All those nights she stayed out and said she was going round to Chris's to study. It was all a pack of lies.
Oh, don't say that, man. You don't know what's been going on.
I can guess.
Come on, Mandy. Don't be getting yourself all upset. You don't know anything until you've had a word with your Beth.
It's all my fault.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Well, I'm the one who brought her up, aren't I? Put her through hell with her father, allowed it to go on. This is a reaction to all that.
Oh, come on, man. Don't be saying that. Look, why don't we just wait and see what she has to say, eh? Now, here, take this, sit down, and relax.
Hello, Beth? No, I'm sorry, she's not here.
Jean? Right.
So these tests will definitely sort out who the father is, then?
Yeah. It's all Dee Dee's bright idea. She's got into head that Josh is their Mike's son.
So a chance he could be.
Yeah.
So that's why you don't want to go.
Well, if he isn't Ron's son, then it's going to change everything, isn't it? I mean, it's going to ruin things between me and Ron, I know it.
But even so, you must be curious yourself. I mean, you must want to know who Josh's real dad is.
Of course I am. I mean, I feel like he's Ron's. It feels right, but finding out for sure means losing Ron. Happy to stay in the dark.
Well, why not keep the others in the dark?
What do you mean?
Go for the test, but don't tell them you've been. Tell them you chickened out.
You serious?
Yeah. That way, if he's Ron's, you're all right. And if not, well, that's up to you.
Dunno.
If I was in your shoes, I'd certainly want to know who the real father of my child was. And if you don't want to risk losing Ron...
Ta, Jackie.
Hi, girls.
Hi, Mr. Romeo.
You what?
I saw you sneaking off last night with Mandy Jordash into Barry Grant's office.
Get out of it, will you?
Don't tell me more.
Well, there's nothing to tell. I mean, I was just showing the behind the scenes in the club, you know.
I bet that's not all you showed him.
Well, behave yourself. I'm just getting some milk to you.
Right then, looks like I best stick around. Give Ron the good news that me and Josh won't be going for our blood tests.
Remind me not to be here when you tell him.
Listen, I should pop the loo. I'm bursting.
Love yourself.
Right, just these, please, Jack. Any word from Jimmy?
Not a ticket, mate. He hasn't even sent me a visiting order.
Well, he can't blame him. Probably just doesn't want you to see him in that place.
Yeah, but he's not even answering my letters, Sinbad. I haven't heard from him since he went away. Just hope to God he's all right.
There you go.
Thanks a lot, mate.
Hi.
Oh, what's this then, Barry? Doing a spot of bookkeeping?
Yeah, we'll look after the pennies, Max. The pounds look after themselves, eh?
Quite, yeah. So, everything all right?
Yeah, it seems to be. In fact, things are going pretty well.
Really? Well, that's great.
You sound surprised, Max.
No, just nice to know everything's going according to plan.
That's just what I thought.
Right. Well, I'll let you get on.
While I remember, Max, you can tell your father-in-law he'll be having new neighbours next week. I'm kicking the squatters out on Monday.
Oh, well, he'll be delighted. What, you managed to get a court order?
A court order? You should know me better than that by now, Max. If I find out someone's been ripping me off, I deal with them in my own way.
You still here? I thought you'd be well away by now.
I'll just put the kettle on, eh?
What's going on?
I'm not going.
You what?
Me and Josh, we're not going for the blood tests.
You're joking, aren't you?
No, I'm not joking.
You mean we've just wasted the whole morning down at that place?
Not to mention the money. It's cost me a fortune, this.
Sorry.
Yeah, well, not half as sorry as I am. What's brought all this on, anyway?
Look, you know I've never wanted to go in the first place. You know how I feel about the whole thing.
But what am I going to tell Dee Dee, eh? What am I going to tell her?
You can tell Dee Dee what you want, because as far as I'm concerned, Josh is your son, and that's the end of it.
Bev.
I'm going to town. I'll see you later.
Bloody marvellous, eh? I can't wait to speak to your mother.
Oh, so you've decided to come home? Well, at least have the decency to tell me where you've been all night.
Does it really matter where I've been?
Actually, yes, it does. Oh, David, come on. Look, we've got to talk about this. You've got... What's this? What are you doing?
Moving my things up.
Leaving?
I'm sorry.
Why?
Because I don't feel I can go on sharing the same house as you.
Is it
really come to this?
Jean, please don't make this any more difficult than it already is.
Where will you go?
Find myself a cheap hotel or something.
There's no need. I mean, can't we at least talk about it?
We've said everything there is to say.
All right. But there's no need to leave. Stay in the spare room as long as you like. But please don't make me feel like I've driven you out of your own home.
Well, I suppose there's no reason why we can't carry on playing the normal married couple in public. After all, we've been playing out a farce for the last 40 years. We ought to be experts at it by now. But from now on, I want my own private life, completely independent from yours.
And what exactly does that mean?
I don't want to have anything more to do with you, Jean. From now on, I consider myself a free agent. Free to do what I want, and free to see whom I please.
So, what's brought all this on?
Just thought he'd end the night out with his mates. I mean, he's been making a real effort, hasn't he?
Oh, you both have.
I'm just glad things are working out for you. Me as well. Hiya. Hiya, Becca.
Yeah, I'll go see Nana Banks. Hey, how come you're hiding them there, me bezies?
Thought you might need them for tonight.
You what?
When you go out for a drink with your mate, Mike.
Hey?
Don't you want to go out or something?
Well, yeah. But what's brought this on?
Just think you deserve a night out. Being such a good boy.
All right.
One condition attached, though.
I thought there might be.
Sarah comes to aerobics with me one night a week. And you stay here and look after this little tinker.
What's wrong on you?
Oh, I love. It's down the cash and carry.
He still didn't match with me.
Well, I don't think this would be the time for me to ask him for a pay rise. Needs a few days to cool down.
Oh, well, it's all done now.
So I take it you did go for the test?
Yeah, well, I had to, didn't I? God knew Josh was real, that is.
So when you find out?
2 weeks. And if it does turn out that he isn't Ron's, he's not be the only one who knows. See ya.
Sure.
You carrying on like that isn't going to bring Beth home any quicker, you know.
Sorry?
You're like a jack-in-the-box up and down at that window.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just want to get everything sorted out.
Yeah, I know you do. But worrying yourself sick isn't going to solve anything.
Yeah, but why doesn't she phone or something? I left a message for her at the university.
Well, she'll be lucky to get it the size of that place. You're just going to have to wait.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Listen. Try and relax, eh? I know it's hard, but forget about Beth for the moment. I mean, me and you've got loads to sort out, haven't we? Well, you know, I mean, we were interrupted in the club's office, weren't we?
I'm sorry, Sinbad, with all this on my mind.
Yeah, of course. I tell you what, why don't I go and get us a Chinese, eh?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Just have a quiet night in. Just the two of us. Me and you together.
All right, mate.
All right, what are you doing here?
The missus gave me a leave pass.
Oh, so she doesn't mind you coming out on your tot?
She even ironed me kecks.
Oh, a nice one. So what do you reckon then, eh, mate?
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Oh, God, look what the cat's dragged in.
What are you doing here?
Excuse me for breathing, but I do work here.
My mum said it was your night off.
I've switched. It's the Flabbertack coach trip to Blackpool tomorrow. Should be a good laugh. I've never tasted Diet Rock.
Do you two know each other?
This is my Auntie Mo. This is Mike.
You all right, Mo?
When I'm not working in this place. So where's your Sarah?
That's all, with me mum.
She's let you off your lead in this place. She must be mad.
We've got an understanding. I'm just having a few drinks with a mate.
Make sure that's all you have, eh? This place is full of spare women.
She's up for that, eh? Mate, where do you want to start then, mate?
Sorry, mate, you heard. I'm only here for the beer. Pint of lager, please, Mo.
Still hard at it?
Sit down with you, Max. I've got something to show you before you get off.
Really? So, what is it? What are you doing?
You look surprised, Max.
Well, you're setting fire to a £20 note.
Well, excuse me. I was under the impression that I had money to burn.
What do you mean?
I mean, I've just been through the books, Max. There's something not quite right. I'm being ripped off.
Surely not.
You see, I've been ripped off before, Max. I know the form. That's why I like to know my books inside out these days.
You're not suggesting that...
There's something you're not telling me, Max.
I think you're barking up the wrong tree.
So what is it? Gambling? Is it a woman?
Of course not. I know nothing about this, I promise you.
I've been doing a little bit of investigating. Talking to your architect friends. £2,000 in cash, Max. So, if you are ripping me off, you better use this. Because it'll be your only chance.
Mate, have you seen them two over there by the pillar?
You are?
Them over there.
I'm trying not to look.
The pair of them are well fit, especially the one with the long hair.
Leave it out, eh, mate? You know the score.
Oh, it's a sin. Look at them.
Another time, mate. I've got a mo breathing down my neck.
I don't believe this, mate. They're looking older.
Listen, do you want to get off after this one?
You what?
Go for a curry, a takeaway or something?
There's only one thing I'll be taking away tonight, mate, and it certainly won't be a curry.
I'll get the ale in then.
Oh, hang on. Do us a favour. Help us out. I need to split these two up. I'm getting a serious eye here, mate.
Oh, come on, mate. You know it's off limits.
Well, not for me, it isn't. I'll see you later.
Another pint of lager, please, Mom.
Oh, all on your lonesome. Don't worry, love. Your Auntie Mo's here to hold your hand.
So, you paid this Kenny Maguire fella £2,000.
I had to. I didn't know what else to do.
Well, why didn't you tell me, Max? We're supposed to be partners.
Because I thought I could sort it out myself. I didn't want any trouble. I was frightened. I thought you might use that thing.
Well, that's what it's here for, Max. This is our protection. We don't shell out to toe rags like Maguire.
So, what happens now?
You arranged to meet the rob and get. And I'll go with you.
What are you going to do?
Well, what do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to get our money back.
If you stand there much longer, you'll take root. All right, the barrel's gone. I'll have to go in the cellar. Will you be all right on your own for a while?
Ta-ra, Mo.
You all right, mate?
All right, how's it going?
Sound, I'm well in.
Nice one.
And so are you.
You are?
The blonde one, she fancies you. She wants you to come over. Her mate said she doesn't want to know if she's going to be left on her own.
I don't know, mate. What about my guardian angel?
Oh, come on, just come over and have a quick chat while Motor Mouth isn't here.
Right, let's do it.
Cur? I don't know. It's a clever girl. You're going to show your Nana what you've done? Oh, you clever girl. Is that for your dad?
Oh, God, that reminds me. Better get a card for Hattie from Lee and Carl. They always forget.
That sounds like Carl. I was thinking me and Carl might take Rebecca into Southport for the day. It's ages since we've done anything like that.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, can't wait. Just like being a proper family again.
Night. See you next week.
Oh, that was lovely, that.
We can mind if you want.
I wasn't eating or anything, you know.
No, seriously, help yourself. I'm not hungry.
Oh, come on, you've got to eat something.
I can't. I'm too wound up. My stomach's churning.
Oh, come on, man.
I can't stop thinking about Beth. I mean, God knows where she is or what she's doing.
She's probably out having a good time with her mates like any other normal teenager.
Yeah, but she's not normal, is she?
Right, that's a bit harsh, isn't it? Just wait till you get the full facts from her.
I don't know how you can be so calm about all this.
Well, probably because it's not as bad as you think. Look, she's got lots of different mates at university these days. She's young, she's attractive, and she's not going to get into anything she can't handle.
How do you mean?
Well, you know, I just think you're overreacting.
Is there something you're not telling me?
Like what?
I don't know, but you suddenly seem to be very understanding of our Beth's problems. Has she spoken to you about this? Well?
Well, what?
You knew, didn't you? You've known all along about Beth and Chris. Did she tell you?
Yeah.
Oh. How long? How long have you known?
A while. Since it started.
And you never told me!
Well, how could I? I promised her.
Oh, so what happened to all this trust between us, eh? Out!
You what?
Look, I trusted you and you turn around and do this to me.
Oh.
Get out!
First, a few